Hello, I'm Cameron. Welcome to my channel. I'd like to start today's review out with a huge thank you to both NetGalley and the publisher for sending me a copy of this book, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, in exchange for my fair and unbiased review. A Curse So Dark and Lonely is a Beauty and the Beast retelling that's sort of set in the modern day, not exactly, but a little bit, and it is by Brigid Kemmerer. I'm not going to read the official synopsis that's on the book and that's on Goodreads, just because it's Beauty and the Beast. I feel like I don't need to read that because I feel like you kind of know it. What I think sets this version of Beauty and the Beast apart from a lot of others is that the main character, Harper, is actually a girl from the modern day who gets transported into a fairy tale realm. And she's also never really referred to as Beauty. As far as I know, Harper doesn't mean beauty in any language. Harper's also really different from a lot of beauties. Not only is she from our modern day, but she's also disabled. Harper has cerebral palsy, which, by the way, is kind of hilarious when she's trying to explain it to characters in the fantasy world where the Beast lives. The Beast is called Rhen in this, that's his name. It's kind of hilarious when she's trying to explain cerebral palsy to some of them, because in a world without doctors, if you had cerebral palsy, you would be dead and your mom would probably have died in childbirth. So beyond just being a disabled character that I think makes Harper so awesome is she's very tough. The way she gets pulled into Rhen's world is she sees this man kidnapping a woman and decides to attack him with a tire iron. And it turns out that he is the guy who's cursed with picking women and taking them to Prince Rhen in the castle. That's his part of the curse. His name is Grey. So she wasn't even meant to be in the castle. She's just pulled into it because she tried to defend another woman with a tire iron. So like I said, this is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and it's very obviously a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but at the same time it's different from any other version of Beauty and the Beast that I've ever read. The book that it's most like would be The Modern Fairy Tales by Holly Black. Ty, the Valiant, and Ironside is probably the books that it's most like, just because of the going back and forth between magic world and normal world. There's not really a lot I can say about this book without spoiling the plot, because there are a lot of kind of big plot twists, but I can say it's a really good book. I read it all in one day. It was the second book I read in 2019, and I read it while I was impatiently waiting for the arrival of The Wicked King, also by Holly Black. If this is your kind of thing, if you like fairy tales, retellings, or even just fantasy, even if you think, you know, I like fantasy, but I'm not sure retellings are for me, I think you would enjoy this book because you can enjoy it without thinking, oh, this is Beauty and the Beast, or you don't read it and automatically think, oh yeah, this is Beauty and the Beast. It obviously is Beauty and the Beast, but the fact that it's Beauty and the Beast doesn't take over the storyline. My cat is really, really pissed that I'm not paying attention to her. I kind of hope you can hear her. So like I said, A Curse So Dark and Lonely is not out yet. It doesn't come out until the end of January, January 29th to be exact. But when it does come out, I highly recommend it. It is a great book. I do have one thing I have to complain about. It is a series. I don't know that it should have been a series. Do you ever get to the end of a book and you think it's going to end, and then the author throws in a completely unexpected twist that all of a sudden this book has to be a series? And even though it's a great book, I couldn't help but feeling while I was reading it that she didn't originally intend for it to be a series, and then she got to the end and was like, well, I guess I could turn this into a series if I just change like 2 things. That's kind of how it felt for me. I don't know if that was her intention, but that is how it felt. So the ending, not the most satisfactory thing ever. I kind of wish that she just wrapped it all up in one book. But I am excited that there's going to be another book because I really like the characters and I really like the world. So I'm stuck between, I wish it had had a happy ending, and I'm glad there's going to be more. I'm not sure when the next book comes out. The next book is not even listed. You probably can't see this at all. The next book is not even listed on Goodreads yet. It does say it's a series, but it does not have any information about when book 2 comes out, which is horrible and very tragic. So I kind of didn't like the end. I felt like it could have been better. I felt like it maybe should have ended instead of being a series. But it was a really good book, and I do highly, highly recommend it. But maybe wait until closer to book 2, so you don't have to wait. So that's my review. Once again, thank you to NetGalley, and thank you to the publisher for sending me this advanced reader copy. Please like and subscribe if you want, if you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you've read this book or if you're going to get it based on this review or based on another review. Thank you so much. Bye!